Hello. Hi there. How's it going? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those kind of days. I just got back from a holiday concert that my daughter was in for school. And so Christmas music is ringing in my ears right now. Don't I? Well, that's why. You can ask me why. That's why. So how's it going? Happy Thursday. Welcome to this live. We are about to talk about some good stuff. For those of you who are in the job market and you're trying to get yourself set up for 2019 so you can have the career success that you desire for your new year, new life, new year, new life, whatever they say. You know what I'm talking about, right? So as you come in, say hello, let me know who's on the live. Like I said, sometimes I can see it pop up on my screen. Sometimes I don't. I see it afterwards. But either way, it doesn't matter. Because if you say hello to me, I'll say hello right back, whether it's on this live or afterwards. Tonight, we're going to be talking about online job searching. So if you are in need of some help in that arena, then this is the live for you, because I'm going to be giving you some tips that you can utilize to help you to be more successful with your online job search, right? So I am Bashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from that stuckness and surge to their next level of success. I'm also the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast that's centered around helping women in particular to maneuver the sticky situations that we find ourselves in our careers so that we can better position ourselves to make more money, to have better career growth opportunities, to have more impact, to have more satisfaction, to have more fulfillment in our work, right? So we bring on experts who come and talk about different career-focused topics to help women to own the worth that they bring to the workplace and to figure out, like I said, how to maneuver some of those sticky situations that they encounter. So I'm here talking to you every night. I try to make it every night. So far, I've been successful with Tuesday through Friday. And I'm going to try to add a Monday, but Tuesday through Friday, I'm here talking to you about career-related events, career-related activities, giving you some career advice to help to move your career to the next level. So, before I get started, I want to invite you to, of course, tag a friend, tag a coworker, tag someone who needs to hear this information. If you know somebody who's searching online for a job and they're really struggling, they're not having a whole lot of luck and success, maybe they need a little bit of encouragement, maybe they just need some tips or this one little thing that I'm going to say that's going to help them to improve their success rate with their job search, then you want to bring them on, invite them in, right? So, and also, share the broadcast. Sharing is caring. Somebody needs to hear this information. So be part of the solution. Help them to have access to it, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, if you're catching this on the replay, type replay in the comments so that I know who saw it on the replay. Okay? So, if you need help with your online job search, of course, I have some suggestions for you. You've come to the right place. So with the advancements in technology, and I was just thinking back when I was coming up with these tips for this, and thinking back to when I first started my professional career search, and when I was looking at jobs, it was a whole different ball game, people. Right. You remember when you found out about jobs, you would wait for the Sunday paper to come out and look through the classified ads, and that's how you would find jobs. And then you go put your little resume together, and you have to mail it off, mail it off in the mail, and wait a few days for it to get there, and or you go and you to drop it off by hand, and all of those days. That is so antiquated now. That is not how we do the job search thing anymore. So with all these advancements in technology, most companies just post their jobs online on their websites or on a job board or by some other electronic medium. Whatever it is, it's not something where in most cases somebody is there in their face filling out an application. Now they still, like stores and stuff, they still have applications that you do, while you it on site, but most of them still refer you to go back and go onto their website and fill out an application there or submit your resume there. Hi, Nikisha. Yeah, you remember looking in the newspaper. That's how we found jobs, right? That's how you knew about a job that needed to be applied for. But anyway, boy, have things changed. And even like the local Walmart, when you go there, they'll send you to their website so you can go and get the application online. So, things have really changed. So it can really be frustrating if you're out here looking for a job, and especially if you haven't been looking for a job in a while. Because some of us, we've been around for a while and maybe you haven't switched up a whole lot in terms of outside of your organization where you haven't had to go out and scour and look for places to apply for employment. But if you have, you know how frustrating that can be. I mean, you can apply for 70 jobs and never receive a phone call from that for an interview. But I have some things that I'm going to share with you right now that will help you to maneuver the online job search world, because I feel like it's a world all by itself. And the first big thing, aside from what I just talked about, that we do it online now, one of the big things that companies use is called an applicant tracking software. That's it. It's ATS. Yeah. Applicant tracking software that they use. And these are just software packages that goes through resumes. So it's not people that's initially looking at your resumes. In the majority of cases, it's a software package. And it's looking for buzzwords. It's looking for whatever buzzwords they've said that's important for them for that particular job. It's scouring through your resume to see if you've included those words. And that's how you make the first cut to even be considered for a resume these days. And then you want to make sure when you're, to get past this, your skills, they might be looking for certain skills. So make sure you use the right words that's appropriate for your industry in it. And then like certain colleges, they might give preferences to certain colleges or how long you've held positions. So, the companies can set them up to look for whatever it is that they're interested in. So you have to realize that the first step is to get past that applicant tracking software that's reviewing your applications and your resumes, right? The second thing is to know something about the company that you're applying to. And there now it's so easy to get any of this information. My kids and I were talking about just even back to when they were babies, how things are so much different now. We saw a car passing by. They had it used to be a big thing. I don't think it's so much of a big thing anymore. They had the little TVs on the back of the seats so that the kids can watch television while they were driving. We used to have them when they were kids. And I told her, I don't see so many of those anymore. I was talking to my oldest daughter. I don't see those so much anymore. And she said, oh, people have phones. I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's probably what happened. They got phones, and so the kids are sitting there with their little small phones in their hands and looking at the television, and they don't need these big, bulky screens falling down from the ceiling. The same has happened for, how we gather information. We were talking about the library, and I said, computers didn't exist when I was a kid. We had to go to the library to be able to get information. Now you don't have to do that. So if you want to know about a company, you want to research something, you just go to their corporate websites. You can get all the information you want about a company. They have press releases. They put their job descriptions on there. And so that's the kind of information that you need when you're applying online. You want to use the exact language in your application and resume as they're using in the information that they're giving to you. Particularly that job description. If they're telling you this is what we want, these are the qualifications that we're looking for, you want to make sure you're saying some of those same things back to them. And I might be getting ahead of myself. But anyway, that's how things work now. But you need to research the company, have some information about them so that you can kind of regurgitate some of that back to them in your resume or in your application, because it makes you rank higher. So you could also think about, if you know something about the corporate culture, which you will because you've done some research, if you know that they're an environmentally friendly company, you can include something, some little statement in there that includes something like that. Or if they're quality driven, if they support social causes or whatever. And I was trying to think of one quickly, nothing came to mind, but there's a bunch of them out there, but you get the gist of what I'm talking about here. That kind of stuff can help you to move your resume ahead just an inch or so that you can be recognized out of the crowd of many who's applying for those jobs. The other thing is to know your industry. And this goes along with those buzzwords. You want to use words and language that's consistent with your industry. So you need to stay up to date on what's going on in your field. You need to attend conferences and professional associations, join them and attend their events, read publications in your industry. That helps you to stay up to date on what's going on first and foremost, and then have the right and appropriate language to use in your resumes to show that you're, a good fit, that you know what's going on and you're not just someone who's been sitting in a corner for 20 years and now you're coming out and wanting to go and find something new or different. Another thing that you can do, and not that you can do, that you absolutely must do, is edit the information. So your resume, once you create a resume, it's not a one size fits all. You need to tailor that resume to the job that you're applying for, so that all these buzzwords that I've been talking about from your industry, from the company that you're applying to, and your skills and all of that stuff, it needs to be reflected and tailored to the job that you are applying for. You don't want to give unnecessary information about yourself to somebody who could care less about it. They want to know about what they've told you in their job description they care about, right? That's the main thing. Now, if you have some extra things to add on top of that, by all means, do that. But first and foremost, you want to address the things that they've told you that they're interested in. So you want to update your resume. You want to update your cover letter, your career objective. You want to make those things very specific and detailed, and put in the right languaging that's going to target the position that you're applying for, because that will help to the applicant tracking system for one. But once it gets in the hands of a human, they can see, oh, this person has what we're looking for, and it's consistent with the way that they're thinking and the way that they're operating, so it makes you a more appealing candidate. The next thing is to avoid the desire to want to, because I'm telling you to use buzzwords, right? But you don't want to go in and like every sentence is the same thing, because that's No, that's not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. You want to make sure that you are using the lingo, but that you're, just like you would do in a regular resume, and you're kind of showcasing your skills and your abilities and your experiences. You wouldn't have every other word is, whatever the keyword or the buzzword is. You would be telling you would be telling a story. I call it telling a story with, what you've done, because you don't want to just say I'm just going to come up with something actually that I think I said last night, that you came to work and you were ready. You want to describe what that looks like. You showed up, you turned your computer, and you had your computer set up and your clients came in and whatever. Anyway, it's giving the person who's reviewing the application a feel that you actually know what it is that you say you know. That's what I'm saying, and not that you're going to go and say, I did A, B, C, D, because people really don't like those kinds of resumes. And you want to highlight, you want to create a section on your resume that actually tells the highlights. So you might say a whole bunch of things, but in the end, what's the impact? What was the major accomplishment? What was the highlight of that job? What was the thing that you got an award for, that you got some kind of recognition for, that really changed the dynamics of your company, of your organization, of your team? Those kind of things, because that's stuff that people know. When I'm looking at applications, I'm looking to see, okay, well, what did they put there? Because that gets my attention more than any of it. What's the highlight? Because that's, to me, the biggest thing that you've done. So what is it? And then keep it simple. Don't be extra. I was looking at I think I was reading an article, and it was talking about unique resumes or whatever. And so, some people now, in order to get attention, are using, it's more like an infographic. It's colorful. It's appealing to the eye. You just have to be careful what kind of organization you're using that kind of resume for. But that really, I liked it. Because it made the information more appealing. It was, made me want to read what was in there, and it caught my interest. So anyway, if you are applying for a job where that's appropriate, then by all means do it, but keep it simple. Whatever you do, keep it simple so that people can glean through it initially and see, the relevant points that they need to see. Make sure you have all the stuff that you're supposed to have there, your employer name, your job title, the number of years that you worked for your previous company or your current company. So, that everything is there and you won't get disqualified by something so minor. And then, you want to keep in mind that there's a real person that your resume eventually ends up with. And just be succinct. Make sure that you've checked for spelling and for grammar and punctuation and all of that kind of stuff, because you don't want to submit a resume that's full of errors. And that's easy to do with your spell check or your Grammarly, or having somebody to proofread behind you to make sure that you've represented everything the way that you intended. So by all means do that. But at the end of the day, be concise. Don't ramble on and on. As I said, don't just go, talking circular. Say what you want to say about that particular point. Make your point, move on. Okay? So those are the tips that I have for you tonight. And I hope that you have something here that you can utilize to help to increase the impact of your online job search. Now, if you're a female, a woman, a career woman who is in a place in her career where she's looking for her next level, her next thing that she wants to do, because you're feeling stuck, you're feeling frustrated, you just want more job satisfaction, and what you're doing is not the thing to get it for you. I want to offer you my 3-part e-course series entitled Career on Fire, 3 Steps to Your Next level. It is 60 minutes of content broken down into 3 20-minute segments, and it walks you through different steps that you can take to help to figure out what that next step looks like for you. It's some concrete exercises that it will instruct you to go through, but at the end of the day, you come out with more insight, a better understanding of what it is that is a good fit for you. And you can have it all free. Go to my website, www.vashanaweatherspoon.com, and that's my name, vashanaweatherspoon.com, and get your free copy tonight. That's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful night. I will see you again tomorrow. Please like and share this video. Sharing is caring. It's the giving season. It's Christmas, right? Give the gift of the Career on Fire, 3 steps to your next level to your loved one. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you later. Bye-bye.